MCT oil increases ketones. We started with coconut oil because I didn't know we could get MCT oil, that it was available. And coconut oil is the richest natural source of MCTs, medium chain triglycerides. It's about 60% MCTs. Coconut oil has lauric acid. Half of it is lauric acid, and lauric acid is antimicrobial. It kills all kinds of viruses, bacteria, fungus. Lauric acid, a group in Japan has learned that lauric acid stimulates ketone production directly in astrocytes, which are brain cells that nourish other brain cells. This is in cultures. They still have to prove it in living beings, but it's quite possible. A few weeks later, I found out that I could get MCT oil. And I was learning at that point that it increased ketone levels higher than coconut oil. We actually did measurements with Dr. Richard Beach at the NIH. He was curious about this, and that's what we found out. And so I started mixing them together, and I ended up finding that a 4-to-3 ratio. So the MCT143, the 4-to-3 just happens to be the ratio of MCT to coconut oil that I arrived at. That was liquid at room temperature. You could use it in almost any food. Originally, it was 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, but then I thought, if ketones are important to the brain, why would you do this just once a day? So started giving it twice a day, and then 3 times, and ultimately 4 times a day. And using this mixture a lot of the time, sometimes still cooking with whole coconut oil. And so, I've been doing that now for almost 11 years. Brian Underwood, he said, why don't we make that oil that you were making for Prove It? And I'm like, yes. So, and that's how MCT143 came along. And then I was adding soy lecithin combination there because it has these important brain phospholipids in it, like phosphatidylcholine. We decided to do purified, concentrated phosphatidylcholine to try to make the most of that instead of adding just lecithin, which has a lot of other things in it. So that's how we arrived at that. It's important. It's part of that is used in the neurotransmitter acetylcholine, phosphatidylcholine. That has to do with memory in the brain, and it's abundant in the cell membranes. It helps bring those important omega-3 fatty acids into the brain. So that's, why that is part of it. And that's, to me, I think of the 143 as the one special ingredient.